So what we're going to do, and we will make sure you have a downloadable for this. There'll be a PDF that you can fill in, but this is how we do it. Start off here. The first steps we say, when the customer comes in, we want to make sure that one, they were professionally greeted. And you want to have detail on here on how they were greeted.
Yeah.
So for every customer, you're like, Clay, I have 1,000 customers. You mean I want, yes, I want a physical piece of paper for every customer that lets me know that every customer was greeted. And so I want the person on your staff to put their initials right here. And they'll put the initial, yes, I did that greeting. And then right in here, the details. So for you, I would just say this, greeted, and we put in here, they were offered a beverage. We offered them a beverage. We also gave the kid a fun toy. If there was a kid, we gave the kid a fun toy. And we also told mom and dad about the Wi-Fi. Every single time. And the thing is, the world's too complex to try to remember. So you want a checklist. So if I'm working the front desk and I'm sort of a mental midget, so if I'm up there like, what's going on up here, doctor? You're like, Clay, you gotta focus. You know, I can have my checklist and I can go, hey, Mr. Smith, hey, I wanted to greet you here. I want to get you a beverage. And with your kid, you want a toy? Yeah, okay, for your kid. Here you go. Boom. And hey, by the way, we have Wi-Fi. And I'm like, yes, I did my job. Because I can follow that checklist. Then when it comes back in here into the service, do you greet the patient initially or who does?
One of my staff members do.
Staff members do?
Yeah.
And so you probably have a checklist of things they need to do to collect the information from the client?
Right.
So they have a, what do they have to fill out? Some kind of waiver, or what do they fill out?
Well, like a medical history form.
Okay, so we'll call this the med history. And we'll go ahead and have them fill that out. Cool?
Yep.
And then after they do that, do you see the patient next, or what happens?
Then they'll bring them back to their, we call pre-testing, and then a staff member will do some of the tests for me.
Okay, and there's probably, what, 3 or 4 tests you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
4, yeah.
4? So you do pre-test 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, this is all on a checklist, because if you ever walked in to a meeting with a patient, I don't want to put you on the spot, I'll rip on myself. But I've walked into a meeting with a bride back before I had these checklists.
Yeah.
I walked into a meeting with a consulting client before I had these, and I'm going in and I'm like, hey, Carl, and you're like, my name's Joe. And I'm like, hey. Yeah, well, hey, I'm sorry about that, Carl, and so I'm excited to help you build your website. And you're like, I'm actually here because I'm the father of the bride for the other company. I'm like, oh yeah. All right. And then you just sort of get and the customer's like, you didn't know who I was, what I was here for, I'm unimpressed.
Right.
But they don't say anything to you because humans, no, we do not say something to people. When we are upset, we do this. We go, how was the food tonight, sir? And we say, oh, it was good. Then we hop in the car, we're like, I would never go there. And we're on Facebook going, don't ever go eat at this place. Here's their address. The food tastes like my foot, and people are like, your foot, that's a weird analogy, and you're just right, well, and they comment on it, did it really taste like a foot? And you go, yeah, it did, like a dead man's foot, and it becomes this weird, and on Facebook now that's this huge trail of people who are talking about your dirty laundry, but you don't know.
Right.
So we have to do that, right?
Yep.
Then so you got to think of all the steps, and I bet you, for your business as complex as it is, I've worked with a lot of dentists and doctors, I bet you're probably near 50 points if you sat down and thought about it all. Because I'm going to go into some more detail.
Right.
When they leave, we've got to go over and collect the payment. Then I want to add them as a Facebook invite. I want to invite them to my Facebook to like our company. Then I want to mail them a thank you card right then. And then I want to put it on the calendar to call them for their birthday. And I can't call them on their birthday if I don't know when their birthday is. So now I have to come back up here and I've got to add that, and you start to go, wow, this is complex.
Right.
So the simplicity comes from having on one checklist, but the complexity is what makes it impossible without a checklist.
Right.
So I want you to just go through and really nail it down.